Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 19 yards away. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 2nd down, Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now it's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that it's...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finding some room at midfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carson. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Hey, over here. Zebra. 14.
Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Well, throw on first down with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Floating one, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
There. Zebra. Gotta go. 14. Gun.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
12.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
0. Yeah, Rocky. Hey, 79.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Now he steps away. Now he's got his man complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Stay there. 5-4. Hey, Rocket. Right.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On third down, Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
12. Team is skinny. 5-4. Buffalo one. Hey.
Now Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 45 4 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. They still can't get him. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Melvin Ingram in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Gordon on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on fourth down.
Red!
Fourth down, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. After the interception, here's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. Now it's Jackson, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Chargers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Read 80! Wider!
To throw is Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Rivers. And this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, When I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
A very solid gain of 27.
Good. Hey. 14.
Now Wilson on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They run again with Jackson. Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Vanette, 46 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, 5. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and got